in the building in full effect. Straight Talk Saturdays, Smooth Talk Saturdays. Bear with me, you dig? We ain't gonna be long, but we gotta be strong, you feel me? Let me make sure we all the way official with the set. All right, I think that's gonna have to do it, Famino. You dig? Y'all know how we do it, but before we get started, I want to go ahead and have a brief moment of silence. Me and my family, we lost one of our beloved this week. We lost a relative, you know what I'm saying? My little cousin Bryce, 19 years old, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin, man, his father, and everybody close to us, you know, that either is directly or indirectly impacted, you know what I'm saying, by the loss of our 19-year-old, you know, young brother in our family. You know what I mean? So our people dying every day. So I just wanted to go ahead before we get started, not just for my cousin Bryce and the two people that was with him, the two youngsters that was with him that also lost their life, but for everybody that we losing, you know what I'm saying, in the day-to-day struggle, you know, with the frivolous nonsense that a lot of us be subjected to. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I mean, yes, indeed. Had to say a quick prayer for the Famino one time. What's really popping out there, you know what I'm saying? Is it all good or is it all bad out there, world? Y'all let me know. E.T. Ali, Black Dollar ENT, y'all know the vibes, y'all know the count, add it up, you feel me? Or your math ain't mathing. You know what it is. I'm going to go ahead and tap in today. We ain't going to be here long. The subject that I want to speak on today is near and dear to the heart, and it's something that I know everybody can relate to or is directly impacted by. So before we get started, y'all know how I do it. You know what I'm saying? With the Black Dollar exclusives, we're going to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, play a couple joints real quick, and then we going to get it going. Y'all know what it is, family. Ever seen a grown man cry? Shit hurt you to your heart. Really don't. Off that, I ain't buying that shit.
You steal, you'll kill with the lie. You gon' die. I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Led by the gun, die with a gun by your side. I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Ever seen a stubborn man blind by his own pride? I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Tears on my prayer rug, blood in my third eye. I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. They call me the big joker, but you know I'm never joking. I'm traumatized by that homicide, my psyche broken. Yeah, I'm a big spender, but my problem's way bigger. I walk around trigger, index finger on the trigger. Gorillas know I'm Godzilla when they come to Skrilla. They figure I'm a little nigga with a big agenda. I spit a small verse so you can see the bigger picture. It's written for the children with no Christmas in December. This is for the problem child who never found a solution. They household was abusive and they raised outside shooting. No structure, so the teacher called them stupid, not students. The school to prison pipeline treat these fools unhuman. Or should I say, inhumane? They must think we don't feel pain. They must think that burying the slang does not affect your brain. Not to mention drugs, runaways, running the
Peace, family.
Rolling Mary Jane, about to take it to the face.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. You feel me? Peace, peace, peace. Real rap. Shout out to everybody that's out here losing people. You know what I'm saying? I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Tears on my prayer rug, blood in my third eye. I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Y'all know we just getting warmed up, Famino. I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Yeah, y'all know the vibes, y'all know the count. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, pouring in by the twos and fews. Y'all know what we do. Grown Man Cry Part 1 and Part 2. Peace, peace, peace. Real live, family.
With urgency. If I tell you one or two or three, can you keep in between you and me?
Y'all know I got to stay hydrated.
Dirty secrets
Process is the block hot, the cops listen. He got twisted, he got shot, he got missing. Career hoodlums, they not Muslim, they not Christian. Them wise guys do drive-bys by dry snitching. From the slums with Tommy Guns, do you not get it? Where I'm from, I'm Tommy Buns, the top billing. Or sincere like Nasir, I'm not kidding. It was written by Godson, I'm God gifted. Your blood spilled like milk, you think you top billing? When I was 9, I saw 5 killings in my building. Got visions of 5 million hidden in my ceiling. Witnessing killings and telling cops we did not witness. I'm neighborhood like Nick, but I am not crippin'. This ain't reality TV, it's not scripted. I'm too street for IG, you guys tripping. Pay attention and listen, I'm not slipping. If you steal, you'll kill. If you lie, you gon' die.
I know I gotta keep the water. If you know, I run through a gallon of water a day. Solo dolo. Yo, I done seen police treat a murder like it's no emergency. Tough guys make a homicide out of a burglary. Tie him up in the chair, cut him like surgery. No wonder witnesses on the stand committing perjury. Streets was the babysitter, no nursery, no daycare. The criminals watching over me. We was raised around North County. Don't know what sober means. We was body snatching when Dro was singing shoulder lane. We was outside. And did I mention things blowing up my line, skipping detention? We was serving everybody except for pregnant women. I'm my brother's keeper. We are on supervision. T.I. and 06. What you know about that? Strap on my lap with my son posted in the track. 380 Beretta all black, no kickback. And my aim is exact. Gotta spit facts. I've seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Tears on my prayer rug, blood in my third eye. I've seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. I'm just a young shotter that took my shahata. I need medication, that's according to the doctors. Paranoid schizo, post-race syndrome. Running the streets, man, I'm just trying to increase my income. These crabs in the bucket, man, they make you wanna vomit. I'm destined for success, and Aki, that's a promise. I'm trying to keep it modest while they hating on my polish. Cause I'm a space shuttle, and they just bottle rockets. These snitches getting stitches, or found in ditches. I came from the gutter, I crawled through the trenches. I've been a kinsman henchman, a certified goon. You call yourself a soldier, I kill your whole platoon. And as for the brooms, boy, you could keep those. Cause when the money go, you know should be the next to go. I got a special blow, it's so impeccable. The world's most infamous, you ain't know. If you steal, you will kill. If you lie, you gon' die. I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Live by the gun, die with a gun by your side. I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Ever seen a stubborn man blind, on blind? I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. Tears on my prayer rug, blood in my third eye. I done seen enough shit to make a grown man cry. We almost there, family. Ohio, stand up.
We watched this nigga get murdered.
Y'all know who that is,
in
right?
In front of our own motherfucking face. And the nigga knew it was gonna happen. He told us, and we didn't know. Nigga named his last tour.
This is it.
This is it.
Listen.
White people, let me just tell you a little nigga secret if I could.
Right. The hate mask, right?
Niggas have never said this is it in a celebratory fashion. Let me just say, white people know what I'm saying. This is it. We say it like this.
Huh? You know what, nigga, this is it. Facto.
This is it. I mean, this is really it. This is the final. This is the final Kurt.
Yes, indeed, family. I'm going to play a couple more, you feel me? You know the vibes. Shout out to everybody that's hip to that. I ain't buying that shit. Shout out to everybody that tapped in with that Earth, Wind, Fire, and Water. I am the culture. This next one is called September 13th. You feel me?
We back in full effect. Black Dollar. Holla.
Some of y'all don't know nothing about this.
September 13th.
Long live Machiavelli the Don. Real nigga rhetoric with street nigga etiquette, influence in election, setting precedents for presidents. They taking shots at the podium, but I ain't Donald Trump. Angel of death, I tell a Grim Reaper, zip 'em up. No BBMs, but on this microphone I nip me tuck. I'm surgical with the flow. You rappers better step it up. Move for the dragon when the ghost try to set me up for start for law. I'm sipping holy water, feeling blessed as fuck. Niggas do not measure up. I tell them get their records. Hey, never been a replica. Pockets on cash register. I am handcuffed to the throne, my nigga. That's a fact. Listen to the Charleston White, but bitch, I spit that Charleston Black. Smoking on that super pack and giving rappers heart attacks. Bitches wanna fuck me and they babies want my autograph. It's your favorite quarterback. Really though. Black Tom Brady. I'm clinically insane and you niggas is playing crazy. Bye, I'm cold in a prison. Bye, feel like Tupac in September. Bye, they wanna take my life away. Bye, I'm colder than a prison. Bye, feel like Tupac in September. Bye, they wanna take my life away. Part 2, baby. Cleveland stand up, got me fucked up. They don't like us. Cleveland stand up, got me fucked up. They don't like us. I will cook one of you niggas on live. You hear me? Leave them bleeding. That's for no reason. Welcome to the Midwest, Steve Leno Hydro. Niggas not what they will say. Way too intelligent to answer my intelligence. I'm heaven sent, but I vacation where the devil live. All my enemies die with their eyes open. I'm a lost chosen. Welcome to death row. Call me Calvin Brodus, but I'm Machiavelli when they let him out of prison. Smoking on that exquisite earth choreography. This is not strict. Earth when the fire, but the flow is all gifted. Listen. Words like water, but I share blood. Walls on steroids, pocket full of bread. Hey, all eyes on E, and it feel like California. I'm an asshole, cause y'all niggas shitty. Fuck Eric Holder, long live Nipsey. Feeling like hustle, the marathon continues. They don't want issues, they food on my menu. Afro samurai on my jujitsu. East Coast versus West Coast, nigga part 2. Mother playing melodies, it's my UFO flow. Mayweather in Vegas, fuck a Super Bowl. They like Monopoly money, these niggas counterfeit. Somebody get me on the phone with Colin Kaepernick. Thought we was boycotting. What happened, bitch? Kevin Samuels on the track, bitch, you average. Who gon' stop me? Nobody. I do not rap for a hobby. I spit it the way I live it. My lyrics come from inside me, so when they hear it, they feel it because they know it's the realest. I'm overstepping big steppers, critics swallow opinions. Henchman, 2020 vision. I'm cooking you niggas, bro. Niggas see the prescription. Most righteous. Every track is volition. This shit easy. Since the beginning, far from being mission. Kinsman, henchman, 2020 vision. Spit pharmaceuticals, niggas need a prescription. All eyes on E, and it feel like California. Cleveland stand up, got me fucked up. They don't like us. Cleveland stand up, got me fucked up. They don't like us. Cleveland stand up, got me fucked up. They don't like us. Cleveland stand up, got me fucked up. They don't like us. Black Dollar Entertainment. I promise I will cook your favorite rapper on live, nigga. They don't like us. That's facts, nigga. And anybody in your entourage. I can't rap on recreation, nigga. No time to party, nigga. They be acting like they don't know who about that action, Jackson. I heard niggas was killing the party, nigga. Watch the party die, we been killed that. Oh, all right then. Y'all know the vibes and the count. In the city of Cleveland. In the city of Cleveland. We leave them bleeding. That's for no reason. That's for no reason. Black Dallas more than edutainment. Allahu Akbar, that means God is the greatest. Y'all know the vibes, had to take a little water break, you understand me? So yeah, like I said, we gonna get into it. I'm not gonna be here long today. The subject for this video, if you've seen it, you know what I'm saying, is what is the true purpose for art? What is the true purpose for art? And the reason that, it's a number of reasons why I'm really, bringing this question to the forefront. But in these tumultuous times we live in, people will have you think that art and culture really has no value, really has no substance, or is irrelevant. Now, in the grand scheme of society, is it the heart or the brain of a society? No. But I would definitely say it's the blood flow. I would definitely say it's, the lane in which the veins send, messages from the heart to the brain and every other organ. You know what I mean? So culture is very important, family. Music is very important. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's just music. Well, if it's just music, why y'all stealing it? If Jesus' color don't matter, why y'all keep painting them white? Inquiring minds want to know. Since it's so irrelevant and it don't matter, why not leave things as they naturally are? You feel me? They can't answer that. But to answer my own question and then to divulge and go further, the true purpose for art, family, is to comfort those who are disturbed and to disturb those who are comfortable. Let me say that again as I adjust the levels, you feel me, on the music side. The true purpose for art and the creative force as it exists, art is to comfort those who are disturbed and to disturb those who are just a little too comfortable. Allow me to elaborate. First and foremost, like I said in the beginning, shout out to everybody that's going through something. Shout out to everybody that's losing people. Shout out to everybody that's, getting older, watching young people die. It's a hell of a thing when you in your mid-30s and you watching people die that ain't even making it to 21 yet. Has such a promising future, so much potential, so much growth and development still there, left untapped, that the world will never benefit from because the law called them home. So art is to comfort those who are disturbed. You think people not emotionally disturbed with all this death out here, with all the propaganda that's permeating, with all of the nonsense narratives that they trying to sell to you like the golden gospel with Jesus or something? These niggas will lie to you and tell you it's what Rasulullah alayhi salam said. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. I don't care what your religion is. So art is to comfort those who are disturbed. You know what I'm saying? Those who are either physically or figuratively hungry, spiritually hungry on their journey. Not the ones that sitting there waiting on it to fall in their lap talking about, where's my purpose, God? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about those that's really about the business, the hustle and bustle of the everyday grind. The art is to motivate you. The art is to inspire you. The art is to impact, empower, and uplift you, family. And when you're dealing with true artistry from real creatives and real artists, that's what it's about. If the art don't have a message to it, it's not really art. What's the moral of the story? What's the point of it all? Are we just making movies just to put something in cinematic form on the quote-unquote big screen? We just trying to Netflix and chill. We just want a Tubi deal. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? It's an art and a science to everything. It's an art to making food. You feel me? It's an art to telling jokes in a way that things that are harsh truths are made more palatable by the comedian with a good sense of humor. Who walks the line of brilliance and insanity. Because anybody that know that Joker laugh, it's a lot of pain hidden behind that. And anybody that's a comedian can relate to that. So what about music? Same thing, family. That's my level of expertise. That's where the God come in. Since a teenager and even before then, everything I wrote, I wanted it to be impactful. I wanted it to have a message attached to it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to influence somebody to get up and handle their business. For somebody to not lay down and stay down, you know what I'm saying, in suppression, oppression, or depression. Whether it's internally, externally, from our own hands or from forces outside of us, thus greater than us, or so it seems that they're greater than us. The true meaning of art is to bring comfort to those who are disturbed. You know what I'm saying? People burying their loved ones, people losing their children. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine that pain, and I pray Allah never put me through that. Because I only got one son. You feel me? And I've dedicated my life to trying to make sure that his future is brighter than my past. And they say, oh Lord, don't put on you what you can't handle. So to anybody that then lost a child, man, salam alaikum, peace to you. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head. In that regard, you might be a little stronger than me, because I don't know if I can handle that. And I pray, oh Lord, don't ever test me like that. But imagine the grief that they must feel. You think they don't deserve comfort? You know what I'm saying? People can say what they want about guys like Nick Cannon. I don't think Nick Cannon is, you know, the face of Black America per se, but he does have a perspective. He is very intelligent. He is highly successful. Now, if you got, you know, gripes and grievances or whatever, man, write your governor. You feel me? Ain't nobody on trial. The point I'm making is, you might think Nick Cannon is not an elite lyricist. Okay, that's your opinion. Even if I'm inclined to agree with you, that song he made back in the day, I think it was about 20 years ago. I think it's called Can I Live? Where he's speaking about him being in the womb of his mother, his teenage mother, who was thinking about getting an abortion. And she got to the abortion clinic and couldn't go through with it. And the song is Cannot Live. Now imagine all of the women that have actually gone through that process. I know we ain't supposed to say that word on YouTube, but I'm not here for the money. And last time I checked, we in a free country. So I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. Imagine all of the women, you know what I'm saying, whether sisters or no matter what their race is, what their background or walk of life is, that have gone through that process and feel guilt or feel shame or feel like, you know, Allah God is displeased with them. The inspiration they can get from a song like that. You know, the inspiration for a young person, a teenager, you know what I'm saying? In particular, the young Black male who might feel like, what's the purpose of my life? And then he hear this brother, highly successful brother, thanking his mother for letting him live and not snuffing out his life in a Planned Parenthood clinic. And then at the end, he told his audience, thanks for listening. See, you can say what you want about a brother like Nick Cannon, but that is art providing comfort for those who are disturbed. If a child ever been told by their parent, oh, you was an accident, I didn't even intend to bring you into this world, I was young, dumb, and full of cum, that'll mess with a child's psyche. Especially when you Black in this world and you already might feel like you useless and your purpose is of a vain existence, and then your parents tell you you was an accident that offset their life, and then you hear a brother like that come through and say, thank God for the gift of life, thank my mother for letting me live, thank you for listening. I remember being a teenager like, damn, Nick Cannon ain't nowhere in my top 10, but I felt that. So whatever the artistic expression is, it's not just to turn up and pop bottles, and that ain't the purpose of life. You know what I'm saying? Inspire wet thoughts. Inspire original thoughts. Inspire people to get up and be about their business. Not to sit and wallow in their sorrow. You know what I'm saying? Not to act like they've arrived and they got it all figured out. And I'm about to expound more on that in a minute. But to everybody that ever heard a song, I mean, Tupac is one of the best examples. Many of us grew up on Pac. You know how many nights or days you'll be going through some shit and to hear something that Pac said in a record and to feel better? You might cry about it. You might go through whatever. You know what I'm saying? You might hear a song or watch a movie that bring you to tears. You know what I'm saying? Without getting too personal and too intimate, I'm going to share something with y'all, family. The day that I got the news of my little cousin, and, you know, I'm internalizing the devastation this going to have on our family. Two of my little brothers are also incarcerated right now. One of them just got locked back up, but they about to wrap up his probation. He'll be home soon. Free as you could be as a Black man in America. Salam alaikum Nasir, salam alaikum Muhammad, and all my other brothers, but in particular them because they incarcerated, right? So my little brother just turned 27 on the 30th. right? So he incarcerated. I'm thinking about my cousin we just lost. I'm thinking about my brothers that's locked up. I'm thinking about the highs and the lows and, you know what I'm saying, the praise and the woes and the hustle and bustle of life. And I've been on my mission making my music, so I'm playing instrumentals. I'm also listening to a brother at the time by the name of Shaheed Muhammad. Powerful brother. I got a great deal of respect for. You know what I'm saying? I tap in with him on YouTube. I'm subscribed. Matter of fact, subscribe to that brother's channel, Shaheed Muhammad. And assalamu alaikum to that brother. I'm listening to him talk about the culture of divorce and how divorce will test a man's faith. You know what I mean? Amongst other things. It'll test his integrity. It'll test his fortitude in so many words. I'm paraphrasing what that brother was saying, but I'm sure you get the point, right? So as I'm listening to this brother talk, I'm also playing instrumentals. Some of them you might hear in the background, right? Because I'm working on playlists and I'm dropping my album, inshallah, the end of the year. 20-year anniversary project. So this instrumental came on that just, I don't know, it just touched me in a way. And it inspired me to send a message to somebody, you know, who I love. Not knowing how they was gonna receive it, not knowing what was what or what was gonna come of it. And even in that moment, through that brother's beautiful artistic expression and through the beauty of the instrumental I was listening to, which gave me a great deal of inspiration and heightened my sensitivity, if I may put it like that. I shed a couple tears myself. It was only like 2, you feel me? No more than 3, because we don't do no crying, you feel me? But I can't remember the last time I shed 1 tear before that day. That's my point. So that, just the instrumental, I ain't even wrote the lyrics yet. The instrumental had me in such a deep space, you know what I'm saying, that I shed a couple tears. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the artistic expression of that Muslim brother, you know what I'm saying, telling us to stay solid, that also had me in my bag. Because a lot of what he was speaking on is what I'm dealing with in my real life. You feel me? And we all go through things, small things to large kings and queens, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's get to that. If you an artist, make sure your art is, you know, to heal somebody. Because we could turn up. It's different if you battling. But the music should be an agent of healing, not an agent of hurting, harming, and dividing. That's why at the beginning I played Grown Man Cry, part 1 and 2, because I done seen enough shit in my 3 eyes to make a grown man cry. So to provide comfort for those who are disturbed, those that so overwhelmed that it might bring you to tears. Even if it feel like your tear ducts is frozen, you might feel like you want to cry or need to cry but can't. So I played Grown Man Cry 1 and 2. Then I played September 13th, which is the polar opposite. It's the same opposite. Because it's people in this world that's just a little too comfortable for me. So I come through like Jesus came through in the temple destroying idols. You too comfortable, family. My art came to disturb you. I don't care about your comfort. You are a glutton for comfort. You ODing on comfort. You eating from the slop trough for comfortability and getting obese with a lack of a routine, regimen, and schedule without knowing what even your life is dedicated to or what you was put here to do. See, some of us are too comfortable. So then the art got to come through to shake you up, to push a button or pull a trigger or make you think about something that normally would have laid dormant, or maybe you never just had the heart or the time and the mind to look at it in a certain light. But the sun is shining today, the sun of the sun. Y'all don't notice how every time I get on this camera, it's like the sun be in here with me. Well, my windows is closed. Windows closed, blinds closed. You feel me? And I don't do filters. That's that light, bro. I'm the son of the sun. After E, there'll be none. You feel me? My art manifests and I, exhibit my creative abilities to bring comfort to those who are disturbed and to disturb those who are too comfortable. Now, we know the people that's disturbed and the people that's going through it. whether it's Black America, whether it's poor people, whether it's young people, whether it's spiritual people in a godless world, whether it's religious people in an ungodly place where they tell you you don't need God, you don't need religion. You know what I'm saying? Whether you are a mover, a shaker, a originator, or innovator. You know what I'm saying? Whether you going, whatever you going through. The art is to comfort you. But let's talk about these people that's just a little too comfortable though. You know, politicians, public figures, celebrities, some of your favorite YouTubers, some of your favorite personalities on social media, some of these so-called artists that white people put in position because they was a good fit for their agenda, but they really don't give a damn about the grassroots or everyday people, common folk, you know. Those are the people that's too comfortable. Those are the people that I'm coming through like a typhoon. You feel me? Tsunami waves. No love for you, no mercy, no compassion for you, no empathy, no sympathy, no none of that. Y'all know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? People that have a false sense of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? The people that just think they just got the right of way in life because they just think that they just right in life. The people that think that because they white, they right. You know, all that bullshit. The people that think that just because they black, they exempt from having to pay piper. Yeah, the black man is God, but are you qualifying that statement? Are we justifying that statement in the way we align ourselves with the law? See, the pendulum swing both ways. Everybody get cut and everybody gonna get this work. And if you don't like that, you know the vibes, you know my slogan, get your dumb ass, wait for it, in this casket, nigga. You understand me? Cause that's what it's hitting for. That's what's popping, Tim. You see? So yeah, man, let's be very clear. Let's be very clear about what's going on in this world. And let me also say this, because I know when I say that, I know people be like, man, he telling people to get in this casket. What is he, wishing death on people? I don't know. If you a waste of oxygen in space, maybe you need to go. I don't know. I'm not God. Fortunately for you, I don't have a heaven or a hell to send you to. But if you know you a wasteoid and you ain't really hitting on shit, man, get your dumb ass in this casket. Now, duly note, one day we all gotta go, Famino. So guess what? That means one day Arion gonna have to hop his ass in that casket too. You feel me? Now, here's the difference between me and some of you, as I let you bear witness to the black boot. You feel me? Don't even look at me. Don't even talk to me. The difference between me and some of you is the state of mind I'm gonna be in when I go. The reason why I die, what I left behind, who I touched, the impact, the goal, the desired effect. That's the difference. See, I didn't live a selfish, vain life where it was just all about me, baby. Like some of you mofos and Joe Blows and John Does. Asshole, I'm not like you. Definitely not in that regard. I live for that which is greater than me. My purpose is greater than me. My son's future is greater than me. My people rising, the 144,000 is greater than me. Black Dollar Entertainment is greater than me. Steve Lando Hydro, 216, City of God is greater than me. Everybody that we lost along the way that I'm trying to keep their memory alive every time that I make a public statement, every time I pray in private, every time I write a new song, bro, every time I write a song, Romano come in the room, bro. Yeah, big homie energy, big bro, my uncle biologically, but he was big bro. Every time I write something, bro, and I'm over 20 years strong with this, I feel the spirit and the presence of my ancestor, him in particular, but all of them. In the room, that's bigger than me. See, when you live for something greater than yourself, then when you die, you're more likely to be remembered. But if your life was just selfie stick entertainment, it's all about me, ENT, then when you die, you're not going to be remembered, and rightfully so. You didn't remember anybody else, nigga. You ain't even remember God. Some of you niggas don't even remember your children. but want your children to remember you, you fool. So yeah, some people just a little too comfortable in their diet, too comfortable in their routine or lack thereof, their schedule, too comfortable in the way they view the world, maybe the politics or the religion that they was raised to subscribe to, too comfortable in how they view other races, too comfortable in how they view the opposite gender, too comfortable and wanting to judge everybody else, but not wanting to be critical of self, the self-analysis, the self-awareness that allows us to excel and thus be an too comfortable redlining black people, ostracizing us, disenfranchising us. Huh? Too comfortable making policies that continue to suck the blood of the poor. See, we're not here to comfort you. We here to shake your earth and disturb your world. That's what we here to do. We represent your last warning. Final call, like the Nation of Islam's newspaper. Salam alaikum to the believers, Savior Day around the corner. Like the Final Call newspaper. The brothers with the bow ties and the bean pies. Yeah, that be outside. Final call, and we ain't talking about alcohol. You feel me? We represent your last warning. Pardon me, thank you. I had to get a sip of water. Like I said, I drink about a gallon a day. And let me say this. Not only do we represent your last warning, but really, brothers like me, we represent the judgment. See, Minister Louis Farrakhan, the honorable, most honorable Louis Farrakhan, born as Eugene Walcott, but known world-renowned and worldwide as the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. See, he's really your last warning. I don't really represent the warning. I represent the judgment. I represent Allah's divine chastisement. That's why I feel so comfortable telling you get your dumb ass in this casket. Because I've been standing on business for a long time. So for any aggression that you think I might be displaying or exhibiting on this lens, just know I'm 99 times more hard on myself. I'm exponentially more fierce and ferocious in my self-analysis than my analysis of the world outside of me. You feel me? It's like I represent the youth. I represent the liberation generation and leading them through. But when I'm instructing your child, trust and believe, I'm harder on my son, and it's out of love. But discipline is the order of the day. See, I can only go so far with your child, being a mentor, being a coach, being an example. I never really tried to claim being a role model, but whatever you would want to label it and staple it as, I can only go so far because it starts in the home. Everything starts in the home. Education, religion, charity, love, the lack thereof, everything starts in the home. So I can only do so much for your child as an example. My son is with me every waking moment, basically, of the day. When he wake up, I'm here. When he go to sleep, I'm here, and vice versa. That's every day, regardless of whoever's around. You see? So in me wanting him to be a leader that he was born to be, I'm gonna make sure that he understands his right from his left. And sometimes it's a level of firmness that comes with that. So I'm saying that to say, for as aggressive as you may think I am with these videos and my public statements and my, these assertions, just know I'm way harder on myself, family. And I'm making music to disturb those with tortured souls. Those that lost their way but really want to find themselves, not just playing hide and seek and want somebody to come find them and save them and do the work for them and talk for them and walk for them. Do you want me to wipe your ass too? I mean, what's wrong with you? I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people that earnestly in their heart is about that business. But you having a hard time. You going through the struggle. Just know, trials and tribulations is a part of life. It's something none of us can escape. The Quran puts it like this. The struggle is ordained. This world, or the dunya, as we call it in Arabic, is hell for the believer. For the believer. So what if you really know? Right? The struggle is ordained. It don't say the struggle is ordained unless you hit the lottery. It don't say the struggle is ordained unless you get rich and famous. It don't say the struggle is ordained unless you grew up in a 2-parent household. It don't say the struggle is ordained unless you white, so you right, or you black, so that's facts. The Quran says the struggle is ordained for the human being, in particular those that claim to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasulullah alayhi salam. That means Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. The messenger of Allah, the final messenger, seal of the prophets from Allah. The struggle is ordained for everybody. You see what I'm saying? And this world is hell for the believer. Now, the same book, Al-Kitab, the book, Holy Quran, tells you, get your share of the dunya and all that. But no, in all of your getting, it's going to be hell for you. It's saying all scriptures, from the Bible saying they of a man's own household to be his worst enemy, etc., etc., to the Quran speaking of, it speaks about in-laws and the infighting that will go on internally in families. Nation rise against nation. You know what I'm saying? I got a rap where I say, it's called 48 Bars. 48 bar getaway on that Earth, Wind, and Fire joint. I said, in the Bible, we say you should love thy neighbor. But we in the purge and I'm surrounded by haters. Shit like that. I'm probably gonna play that next week. Real nigga rhetoric, street nigga etiquette. Shit like, influencing election, setting precedents for president. You know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I don't vote. We nominating dead presidents. Politicians, they talking reparations. Fuck the elegance. You know the vibes. Mr. Cold Flow Satchmo, the nigga with the afro, asshole. And no, baby girl, you cannot put braids in my fro. Thank you, no thank you. This is a political statement. When you see me with my afro, nigga, I ain't having no bad hair day. I'm having a natural hair day. Sidebar, isn't it interesting, brothers, how the same sisters that you'll tell, I want a sister to be natural. She'll put pounds of makeup on her face, hair weave everywhere, fake eyelashes, filters on her pictures is fake. Everything is artificial. And then this same woman will try to tell you to cut your hair because she got a problem with her natural self, so she got a problem with your natural self. See, the pendulum swing both ways. I was that brother out here talking about queens mean everything. Brothers like me, we the reason why that became part of the lexicon so heavy. Every woman became a queen, in particular black woman. Every sister was a queen. She could be a whole harlot. And we out here talking about peace queen, left and right. You see? But what happened when the queen don't live up to her regalia? Same with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? The pendulum swing both ways. So to the brothers out here that's really standing on business, man, hold on to the faith, bro. I ain't trying to be cliche, but that's what I could tell you. And the sisters, same way. You know what I'm saying? Because as a sister, you're really in a vulnerable position because you are not meant to lead a man. Fun fact or not so fun fact, deal with it, take this truth pill, and call me in the morning. So that's in particular for y'all. But going back to what I was saying about the Quran, Allah even told Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, I made enemies out of some of your wives. Some of your children gonna be enemies. Prophet Muhammad buried some of his children. Imagine that. You see what I'm saying? And when you listen to Al-Kitab, the Holy Quran in Arabic, in its pure form, doesn't it sound like a song? Doesn't it sound rhythmic? Isn't it almost hypnotic? It's purifying, it's cleansing to the soul. If you never heard it, just look it up, hear it for yourself. Listen to the Arabic, and then listen to some of the surahs or chapters in English. The ayats, the verses in English. You let me know, because the Quran is really the protector of the Bible, you know. It's not in opposition to the Bible except for the falsehoods that came from the Nicene Council. If you know, you know. You know, Constantine, Arius from Libya. If you know, you know. If you're not, Google is your friend. You search everything else on that search engine, right? Look up something that can actually empower you. You see? So yeah, let's be clear. The music is here, the art is here to comfort those who are disturbed and to disturb those that's just a little too comfortable. You know, the people that's too comfortable, the 1% to the talented 10th, the bourgeoisie, the fraternal order, you know what I'm saying, the shadow government, what you want to call them, secret society, Illuminati, what you want to call them? Some of your pastors, some of your preachers, some of your imams, some of your sheikhs, some of your rabbis, some of the popes and presidents that we'd have had, some of the heads of state, some of your governors, some of your mayors, some of your chiefs of police, some of your principals in your children's school. Just a little too comfortable, dude, between me and you. You feel me? You know, the social engineers, the bloodsuckers of the poor, you know, the people that said there's scarcity for resources. It's not enough food on the planet. It's not enough resources. The planet's overpopulated. Then upon doing your own study, vigorous soul search, rigorous research, you know, intense meditation, pondering on all of these things. You come to find out it's enough food on the planet for everybody on the planet to get obese, and it'll still be food left over, you know, for the animals and whatnot, and the babies we would thus produce. But they told me and you that the planet is overpopulated and it ain't enough food for me and you. It ain't enough resources, so we gotta knock off billions of people. Now, how comfortable do you have to be in your skin to think you qualified to kill billions of people so you can have more resources? But then y'all mad at me and those like me when I say the black man is God. I can actually prove that. You can't prove that the planet is overpopulated because it's not. Big facts. Straight like that. And let me tie it up and wrap it up because I ain't gonna be here long. Side note, seems like when I be on live for over an hour, YouTube try to suppress the video. And when I be online for over an hour, I know I'll be talking about some controversial subjects, some things that's not politically correct. And we live in a world with a bunch of bird-ass niggas who feathers get ruffled. So we gonna make sure we keep it under an hour. I'm approaching 50 minutes. So just know the plane is about to land or that UFO, you know how it go. But really though, as we wrap it up, I want to bring it to self. You know what I'm saying? Because the art has been a comforter for me. Not just the art of the artists that I love their artistry or their catalog, and I admire them and their creativity, but my own art. You know how many times that I thought, figuratively speaking, or maybe even literally, that I was gonna lose my mind, and I ain't had nobody to talk to, couldn't find a therapist to save my children and my parents' lives, not to mention my spouse and the mother of the baby. Couldn't find a therapist. But you know where I find therapy? You know what's therapeutic for E.T. Ali? Them 5 subject notebooks that I use to scribe and write rhymes, and then I bring lyricism for me to use. Songs and creative content, poetry, rhythm and poetry. RAP, rap, rhythm and poetry. Acronym, RAP, rap is rhythm and poetry. So just like it's therapeutic for the listener, it's therapeutic for me as the artist too. It feels good for me too. Because a lot of days when you enlighten and you got a certain level of wisdom and the light is with you, family, I don't always be having people to talk to. Not that's on the level, and the therapist is only talking to you because it's a monetary gain. Because I've never heard of a therapist that do therapy for free. They making a living, and some of your therapists need therapy. Some of your therapists better off listening to me than me listening to she or he. Know what I mean? That's really though. So yeah, the music has also the art Not just music, but art in its own. Man, this is comfort. You see this image right here? When I look at that, it provides me comfort. I relate to that lion that looked like he'd have seen it all and still sitting on his post as the king of the jungle. Despite what anybody say or how anybody feel. Allahu Alam, God knows best. Allahu Akbar, God is the greatest. Yeah, because everything in nature submits to Allah. Everything in nature is Muslim. The nature of a Muslim is he or she that submits our will to do Allah, God's will. So the trees is Muslim. The ocean is Muslim. The sun, moon, and stars is Muslim. The animals is Muslim. The wind is Muslim. The fire is Muslim. The planets are Muslim. And you Muslim too. You just might not know it, or you just might not claim it. What's a Christian? One trying to be crystallized into oneness with God, following the example of the man we call Jesus Christ. So what's the difference between me and you? Same with the Hebrew. Shalom Aleichem to everybody that's keeping the Sabbath sacred. Juma Mubarak to everybody that was on their Juma time yesterday on Friday. You feel me? Even the church folks, if your pastor's revolutionary, now if your pastor is Pastor Porkchop or Bishop Bisexual, I can't rock with you. You feel me? If you go to this church, you know this brother, he ain't nothing but an inglorious pimp. But since your grandma been taking you there since goddamn me the 1900s, you gonna keep obliging and accommodating this fool. Some of y'all, black people, you go to white church and you think better of the white church than your own black church. You know, that's not a religion you naturally had on your own, not the way it's practiced here. Because Christianity predates America. See, that was once a black thing too. And this is why the art comforts the disturbed. Because in the battle of truth versus falsehood, it can be very perplexing for the human being, for the human psyche. So I'm just doing my part and providing you with art straight from the heart. From my heart to yours. Speaking of hearts and all of that, playlists on the way. She loves me not. February 14th, Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. 10 songs, straight fire. I wrote it all this year. I've been showing you my creative process. Savior Day coming up, Ramadan coming up. So I'm gonna be going live and I might do some, more music, but I'm gonna wait until we get to the other side of Ramadan, inshallah, be it the will of Allah. And then I'm gonna keep releasing playlists and hit you with new music as I'm inspired. But just know, if Allah allows me to live to see December 9th of this year, family, I'm dropping the project. It's gonna be my 20-year anniversary, my 14th studio album, and like my 17th album. That's not counting collaborations, compilations, ghostwriting, features and all of that. And when I say ghostwriting, that means for local artists and some of your favorite mainstream artists. If you know, you know. That's really though. If you don't, stay tuned, ho. You might learn a thing or two. Rocking with E.T. Ali. Snapple facts. Production packages and all of that. Yeah, we make beats too. Instrumentation and all that. This is the vibes. So yeah, I've been doing this 20 years independent. Then turned down a handful of deals. Shout out to everybody that offered us a deal, whether they was coming on some entitlement shit, too comfortable for me, and I had to put them in their place like I got OCD, or whether they really came and they was really trying to make the deal, but we just couldn't agree because of circumstances or numbers, or it was too many people involved in the deal. Shout out to everybody that knows. Shout out to the listeners, those that subscribe. From last year to this year, I went from less than 100 subscribers to like 1.5K. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. All praises due to Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. That's really though. So yeah, I've been talking for approaching 55 minutes, family. We're going to get ready to land this plane and wrap this up. I appreciate y'all, for continuing to rock with me and choosing to indulge with me. on these Saturdays, as I strive to be consistent to Allah first, to myself, and most importantly, and then to my son above anybody else, who is really the only person I'm responsible to. But we all loan to each other, so I have a degree of responsibility and debt I owe to you too. So I'm just doing my part through spoken word, through content, and through my art that comes straight from the heart. Remember this, family, because it's as real as your flesh, blood, and bones. The purpose of art, the true purpose and nature of art, the science of art, is to bring comfort to those who are disturbed and to disturb those who are just a little too comfortable. And if I drop dead right now in this very moment, I think I've been successful in doing just that. So with that being said, we gonna leave it right there. We gonna leave it right there, Famino. I appreciate you with tuning in with me and indulging in these superior facts. This is E.T. Ali, God Body MC, up the way USA. You feel me? Kingsman County, if you don't like it, get from around me. I appreciate you tuning in with me for these superior facts, and we gonna leave it straight like that. Assalamu alaikum. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Black Dollar. Street Scholars. Ha. New music on the way. Wait for it. Y'all know the count. Go. Salam alaikum, Messiah.